What's up? What's up? Hoop, there it is. You got Hoop Queens with Shooter and Bree, and we have a lot to talk about today. So let's get into it.
Man,
What?
the WNBA and women's professional basketball is going to be upside down sooner or later, man. I don't know if y'all heard. We're talking about Project B, man.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to unbox what Project B is, who's involved, some of the players, and what is the impact
Yeah.
that is going to have on not only the WNBA, but leagues like Unrivaled and things like that.
Yeah.
So let's jump right into it, man. Project B is an overseas professional women's basketball league. It's founded by what is this guy?
It's
Grady
Grady
Brunette, who's the former executive over at Google and Facebook, and his friend Joff Prentice, who's the co-founder of Skype. They are the original founders, but it's funded by the Saudi Arabia Public Investment Fund, SELA. Just to give you a little backstory on SELA, SELA is the arm of the Saudi Arabia Public Investment Fund that funded the Live Golf Tournament. They also funded the Saudi Arabia Premier Soccer League.
So they're funding a lot of these major sports. And one thing about them, they're funding the sports and pulling some major players too from each sport. So it's crazy to see, like, now with what's going on in the WNBA, that they're getting these players and they're giving them the incentive that they've been kind of demanding. So it's like, I wonder who they're gonna get. That's really the big question right now, is because they said they got Candace Parker locked in, and that's huge. So that could just be one of the leading pioneers. So we got to see who's gonna follow.
We'll see. One thing about Saudi Arabia and the Saudi fund, when they come in, they have the financial wealth to give these professional athletes what they want. When it came to the Premier Soccer League, right? They paid Ronaldo, Cristiano Ronaldo. They just paid him $1.4 billion for 2 years.
Crazy.
You see what I'm saying? So they have that type of money. They paid Jack Nicholson and all these top golfers the amount of money that PGA could never pay him.
Yeah, so
It was also rumored that they gave Tiger Woods an offer for $1 billion to play in the Live Golf Tournament, which he allegedly turned down. So, but this just goes to show you
they have that funding,
the degree of wealth and money that we're talking about. So to bring that now to the WNBA means that they have the ability to pay these players millions of dollars, where right now they're getting thousands.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I think it's a great opportunity for whoever takes the advantage of it. And it's going to bring diversity and that competitive edge. Now it's going to be like, WNBA, are you going to step up or let the Project B just take over? And then even with Unrivaled, it might challenge them, but you never know, as far as, are people going to, like, hey, who didn't make it to a Project B going to try to go to Unrivaled now? And now you're having more competition. So it's like, I think it's good because it's giving girls more incentives. Now they have way more opportunities. So
absolutely,
it is great to see, you know.
Absolutely. Well, let's dive into what Project B is in terms of teams in play. There's going to be 6 teams. They're going to be across Asia, Europe, and the Americas. Each team is going to have 11 players. It's rumored that now the Project B, and I'm not sure that that's going to continue to be the name of the league. That's what it's called for now. But that league already has signed WNBA players, multiple, and they are in current negotiations with other WNBA professional players. So it's challenging to see how many players from the WNBA are going to sign or have signed. I'm just waiting for the list to drop to say who they've already signed.
Yeah, because they're gonna get quite a few.
Because I mean, there's some rumors out there. Some people say they offered Caitlyn $50 million.
Yeah.
Some people say they offered Paige and Angel Reese
Yeah.
some money, and we don't know how true it is. It's just rumors, but
But you never
that's
know
big.
who they really could offer. And picture if they like offered someone like Asia Wilson and different things like that. She takes a season off because I was hearing stories how like a lot of players go overseas and go get a bag real quick and then come back.
Absolutely.
Because it's just part of the game, and sometimes it's just the financial benefit of it. So now
Absolutely.
it's like, why not?
Yeah.
That would be crazy if they'll be able to pull that off.
Well, one of the tricks is gonna be, and this is just talks. This is not fact, but what I'm hearing is that not only in this Project B league, but also the WNBA, that they're trying to put clauses into their contracts that if they pay these players these salaries that they're asking for, that they also have exclusivity to the player.
Yeah.
Meaning that if you play for Project B and we
Mhm.
give you this 10 million, you can't play in the
WNBA,
WNBA.
yeah.
If you playing in the WNBA
Yeah.
now, the WNBA is saying if we up y'all salaries the
Yeah.
way y'all want, y'all can't
And
go
play
play Project
overseas,
B.
yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So now it's gonna really be a back and
Yeah.
forth, a tug of war based on negotiation.
But
But
that's good as far as for the players. At the end of the day, it could be bidding wars for top players.
absolutely,
With
absolutely. Only the players win in this.
yeah,
This is a player benefit on
so
either side.
that's good. And I feel like the competition is going to be good too. Like getting people from overseas, people from the USA, and just getting that top competition.
Yeah,
That's going to be
absolutely.
great to watch,
Well,
honestly.
if you think about it, the schedule is going to be from November to April, and they're going to do 7 2-week tournaments.
Hmm.
I don't know how the tournaments are going to be
Hmm.
set up as of yet, but it's going to kind of be almost like how they have like the Commissioner's Cup
Yeah.
style in the WNBA. I'm
Hmm.
thinking, and that type of setup.
Yeah.
But to only have 6 teams
Hmm.
and 11 players, in my eyes, I'm saying it should raise the level of competition,
Hmm.
which means there ain't gonna be too much
Hmm.
fill-ins or scrub bubs. It ain't
Hmm.
gonna be one superstar per team. It
Yeah.
should be a good amount of
Yeah.
superstars on every team because
Yeah.
that's really only 66 players.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
So you're only going to get the top players.
And we don't even know how is it gonna affect the players that's coming out of
College,
college.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like the players that are going to get
Drafted,
drafted.
yeah.
Is Project B going to be able to get those
Players.
collegiate players that now are turning pro?
But
Or
they should probably be able to, because if they reach out, I can't see why not.
yeah,
Especially players that might not even get drafted or are just good players as well, or want a different opportunity. So
absolutely. This episode is brought to you by Tree Culture Entertainment in conjunction with Sixth Rental Cars. Make your reservation using the link below in the bio and get 15% off your next rental. Whether compact, hybrid, premium, or luxury SUV, Sixth has all the vehicles for all your needs and all the lengths of time that you need. Book anytime using our link provided and get 15% off. Rent the car of your dreams with Sixth. I mean, and in terms of salary wise, a rumor has it that they're talking about almost 10 times
mhm.
the salary.
Yeah.
So, for example, if a woman is making 150,000 in
Mhm.
the WNBA, she could potentially be making 1.5
1.5 million,
million
yeah.
in that league. And we're not talking
Yeah,
about the
the
top
top
players,
players.
we're
We're just
just
talking
talking
about that.
about
Yeah.
average salary. So even on the lower end, you're talking about somebody like
Mhm.
Paige Beckers,
Mhm.
right? For example. Paige right now, she's on a 4-year rookie deal that she's only making $78,000 a year.
That's crazy.
And she's a top player in the league. Now just imagine if they say, Paige, we'll give you 10 million a year.
Yeah, like
Think she's out of there?
but I feel like that's so crazy. As a professional athlete, you're getting paid like a little bit over the average, like So it's just like, and this is regular day to day people, 9 to 5. Some people who don't even have degrees make 60K to
Facts.
70K a year.
Facts.
So
Facts.
you went to school, you were played as a professional athlete to go to a professional league, the top league in America, and get paid entry level.
Facts. Facts.
Like that's crazy.
100%. 100%. And
Even
like you said, there's already to be rumored the likes of like a Candace
Mhm.
Parker
Yeah.
being on board.
Yeah.
I heard talks of LeBron and his
Yeah.
partner Maverick
Yeah.
possibly being on board when they expand to do a men's side of
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. I saw
Um,
that.
they already have Elena Beard. She was a former WNBA
NBA.
player
Yeah.
with Candace Parker,
Yeah.
and she's going to be
The
like
committee.
the chief of basketball
Yeah.
operations. I don't think they have
Yeah.
a
Commissioner,
commissioner,
but like in
but
a
she's
field.
like the
Yeah.
chief
I
of
seen that.
basketball
Yeah.
type of thing. So they already aligning themselves
Yeah.
with former NBA players
Mhm.
and former league executives in the NBA
Yeah.
with this. Now the question also is going to be, how is it going to come into play with endorsements with
Mhm.
like a Nike?
Mhm.
You see what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
a Nike sponsor. Right now in the WNBA, a lot of players, especially like the Asia
Yeah.
Wilsons and
Yeah.
the Paige Beckards and the Caitlin Clarks and the Angel Reeses, yes, they want a better salary, but those type of players can get by because
Because
they
they have
have
all
big
these
sneaker
sponsorship
deal
deals. Yeah.
endorsements. They have big sponsors that
Mhm.
is giving them a few $1,000,000 and
Mhm.
things like that.
Yeah.
So I wonder how that's going to come into play with this
So do you
Project
think
B.
like the sponsors will pull their sponsors, or would that be better? Because as far as now, they're able to promote nationally.
I think it'll be better because not
Mhm.
only nationally, you mean internationally.
Internationally, yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
They'll be able to sell Asia
Wilson's
Wilsons in
in
China,
China,
in Asia,
Asia, yeah.
in Europe,
Yeah,
in
so it's like
you know what I'm
it's a
saying?
global thing, you know, because they're gonna be playing amongst all these different countries. And then I also heard that the way their treatment is like very upscale, first class, as far as when it comes to traveling, hotels, at like even having like security detail and all that.
Listen,
They have them laid, you know, like
listen. When you just look at the money side of it, right? And we're saying if they're able to give a dude like Ronaldo
uh,
$1.4 billion
mhm,
over 2 years, right? For them to give 66 players, give every
mhm,
player minimum salary
mhm,
2 million,
yeah,
starting at the lowest player in as
mhm,
they go up.
yeah,
For them would be
mhm,
nothing.
mhm,
You see what I'm
facts,
saying?
facts.
Because they could give every player on the team on
For
5 million,
million,
and you're talking
there you
about
go.
66 players. That's only
Mhm,
300 something $1 million, where they're
and
a trillion
trillion.
dollar fund. You see what
That's
I'm saying?
so
So
it's
for
like,
them,
and that's nothing.
it's nothing for them. So I think that's why they're able to really come in and say, hey, you know what I mean? We
Yeah,
can make a big leap from
yeah,
70,000. We could offer you
mhm,
5 million. They could
facts.
offer the top people
The
10 million
yeah.
per year. They
So it's
could
like,
tell Caitlin we'll give you 20 million. They could
yeah,
tell Aja Wilson we'll give you 20, 30 million. You see what I'm
yeah.
saying?
And picture the opportunities after that, you know, like as far as brand deals. And now you're gonna get all these international brands or however you I think it's gonna be great for whoever takes that
Absolutely.
opportunity. So I'm just looking to see like like the roster at the end of the day, because that is gonna be interesting. But
Now the question is gonna be, what does that mean for the WNBA? And how is that gonna affect the collective bargaining agreement that they're in now? What does it mean for Unrivaled?
mm,
Because this Project B season is an exact and direct conflict with Unrivaled. It plays the same time that Unrivaled plays. So it's direct
yeah,
competition. They may take some
hmm,
Unrivaled players, we don't
yeah,
know,
that's
but they're
true.
taking WNBA players, and that's where Unrivaled gets their players
Hmm,
because they play after the WNBA season. So they
hmm,
go from WNBA right into Unrivaled.
yeah.
So now you put Plan B, Project B in there. Now,
Yeah.
what the hell does that mean for
I,
Unrivaled?
I feel like it's cool that they're shaking it up in the competition, but I also feel like Unrivaled is still gonna be have a good pool of players to get from that may not have got interest from Project B as well. And I think Unrivaled is still shaking up the WNBA as well, which
Mm-hmm.
is really what needs to be done, you know, on both ends. So now you have Project B shaking up the WNBA, Unrivaled shaking up the WNBA. So now it's like, what are y'all gonna do? Are y'all gonna collapse, or are y'all actually gonna start paying these players because now they have options? You know,
Absolutely.
so
Absolutely.
so it's kind of good that like I feel like the point that really needs to get across is, hey, y'all got to step it up on the WNBA side. Feel me? So, but I definitely think Unrivaled is still going to be competitive and have a good pool of players. But
Hope
looking to see,
so.
but
As a fan, I would want to see how are these Project B games going to be televised for
yeah,
us
for
here in the
sure.
U.S.
Yeah,
Because now, what does that mean for the fans? If you take our best players from the league
yeah,
and now they're playing overseas, but
yeah.
fans here in the US don't really have
Have to.
access to the televised games and
But
things
that
like
might
that.
be all part of their business plan too, because they're gonna have like on either streaming or some type of site
Or
or
they
where
might
was it
do
or
a
a
joint
direct
venture with
channel.
Amazon Prime or
Yeah,
Netflix, something
exactly.
that
Mhm.
almost every
Let
American
them.
has in their
Yeah.
house. Because every household now either has Prime Video or Netflix
Netflix.
or one of those streaming.
Please put it on YouTube for me. That's what I'm asking. Shout out to YouTube on that. you know.
For sure, for
But
sure.
definitely, I feel like whichever platform they collab with, that's gonna be another power move as well. So, but I
Facts.
hope it's one of them I already have a subscription to because
Facts.
I don't need another subscription.
Nah, no more subscription.
Subscriptions, please.
Listen, y'all got the Saudi money, man. Put it
Come
on
on,
free
free,
TV and
please.
send it to us, man. Like you said,
Exactly. No,
YouTube,
good
let
that
us stream it for
promo.
free.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Just stay tuned,
Cool.
man,
Yeah.
and catch that and just keep following up on every week we're gonna be dropping, the latest
Medicine.
news or if you hear it, anywhere else,